thumbnail. I'm that tired. All right, first things first. My name's Ken Bird. There's a daily walk and talk. Oh, man. You know, I take these tasks on making these screens and stuff, and then I realize, once you pass it all, how rough and how crazy these tests can be. And man, I tell you, I've done it dozens and dozens of times, right? Still, it's a test. And then they're done live, make sure the product works. It's a lot of stuff going on. And then on top of that, the tests aren't, I'm kind of used to them, but I just been doing it for so long. That computer with the updates, I think that's the part I really don't like. Because it's just, I'm used to moving around. And I got to be in the same spot. Yeah, doing the same thing over and over again. That drives me a little nuts. So, get a chance, walk out here for a little bit. And I got to get back on the computer, finish updating the websites, which I hate to do. I just have to get out. I can't stand being in one place for too long. It makes me nutty. So I got to get out. I just have to get out and go to the bench and sit down. Mind you, the other screen's a little more fun. The gamer screens, I love doing gamer screens. I get to play games the entire time while I test out a screen. Screen on the go. Do I need to say any more? Yeah. We're in the backpack screens all over Allentown, gaming, having fun, watching movies, eating popcorn. Yeah. Theater screens? Wow. They require so much testing. Not even funny. But it has to be done. So I'm going to go over to my bench and just shut my freaking head off. Not chop my head off. Shut down. Which I rarely ever get a chance to do. So, weather in Allentown, actually freaking amazing compared to the last couple of days of insane heat. But, interesting, 97 isn't that bad around here, considering when I was in Philly, because we didn't have any trees wrapped around us. My bench. I know how old people feel when they go to the park. They have their particular bench. And yes, I'm old. Oh, man, I tell you something. You imagine running all those tests, and you have to build an entire page for the product you're designing. Excuse me. And at that, all the information behind it, the pictures, all of it. A lot of freaking work. A lot of freaking work. I know naysayers are probably saying, oh, you gonna quit? Do I look like I quit? I got almost over five, sorry, allergies in this messing me up. Over 500 demonstrations, 5,000, 10,000 at that, and screen paint, some in the 500 mark. No, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. They're all like this. Every single one of them are like this. They're all a lot of work. That's why I got to switch up and develop new technology here. I got to switch it up, because if not, yeah. Only thing that makes it just easier this time around is the fact that all the screens I have to go against, I did them already. I already did them already. The only one I really haven't had was the Black Diamond. That was it, and I got the Black Diamond now. But I did them all already. Just have to redo it all over again, that's all. Just like every screen I design, I gotta do it all over again. It's the same thing. And I keep telling myself, well, you know, it's gonna be the last one. You won't be developing anything. You'll finally stop. And it just doesn't stop. And something new pops in my head I want to make. Most likely it's something that I want to make for myself. Now, as I was getting ready to come out here, I started thinking like, it's interesting how, I'm gonna bring them up, I do bring them up in my conversation, how people, only two people, it's only two, it's nobody else, it's just them two who hate me because of my products. That's what I find interesting about them. You design product solely to beat me, that's all you do. And I can see it in your work. You can definitely see it, if you can call it work. I'm not being rude, it's not work at the end of the day, trust me. But I see it. You design stuff pointed in my direction to try to see if this would, I don't know what you think I'm supposed to do. Well, you don't, not at all. But that's your purpose. And your purpose ain't working at all. It just don't work. Now, I don't know why you haven't realized that yet. It don't work at all, period. But I developed technology not for money. Because if it was for money, I could have sold out a long time ago. I got plenty of companies that'll take my stuff off my hands. Plenty of them that'll do it. So it's not for money. I design product for the fact of my customers. Because we're the only ones who offer free shipping. We're the only ones who drop perks for our customers. We put in, I remember one year I gave out the paint sprayers, the Wagners, the good ones, name brands, Wagners, fire sticks, Google Chromecast, endless amount of blackout cloths. I had whole entire packages with the roller, the drop cloth, even measuring tape, everything, a whole package with everything in it. We do that at the end of the day. We give out free stuff all the time for our customers. So it's always been about my customers from day one. If it wasn't, I could have basically developed that technology and sold it to Diamond when they first contacted me and sold out. So it's not about money. See, when a person scams, it's about money. That's what it's about. It's about money. What else would it be about when a person scams? It's about money. So the simple fact that if I wanted to sell out, I could have sold out a long time ago. Technology is worth way more than $267. 50-ounce core, are you kidding me? Yeah. Easily. Very easily. You guys, on the other hand, it's all about me. That's what it comes down to. You will cut any corner, do anything you possibly can to try to make your product seem like something that is not for me. The only problem is, like I said, you spent most of your focus in my direction that you pretty much, your product has suffered for it. Can't back up any of your products. Right now, you can't back them up. None, any of them. So you did that damage to yourself. Yeah. Now, I design my products for my customers, but I also design my customers to prove my products to be better than anybody else. Not just you, certified. Because that's who I was tracking, was certified. That's how it all started, was because it's certified. And because I kept my focus with them and pretty much just defended my company against yokels like those guys at the end of the day, I was able to design the technology far surpass these certified screens. I know they hate it when I say that, but it's true. Accept it. You have to accept it. It's true. You got people out there that don't like it when I say that. Accept it. It's true. Just gonna have to deal with it. Bite your bottom lip. Suck your tongue. Roll your eyes up in the air. And just accept it. There's nothing you can do at the end of the day. You have cancellations. That's what it comes down to. I don't need future cancellations on anything I make. I really don't. The first cancellations are all I needed. That's it. That's all I needed from you is the first. And not only did I get the first, I didn't get one cancellation from you guys. I got multiple cancellations. Multiple. Not one, not two, not three. Multiple cancellations. That doesn't say enough. I don't know what does it. So you develop your product solely because you hope I'll watch your demonstration and go, oh my goodness, I got something really good over there. It might take down my product. No, you can't take down jack at all. From being in the field for so long and having experience and knowing exactly what a good product is, I can read through your specification sheets. I'll go through your sites and try to find your demonstrations, your tests, customer reviews. I don't find nothing. That already lets me know from the door, you've been focusing on me. Only problem is I haven't been focusing on you. I've been focusing on what's out here. That's what I've been focusing on. That's why the mother of all screens will beat every single screen on the market, because we did it already. We did it many, many times. Every single screen paint I developed has beat certifies. Yep. That's the easy part. The certified is the easy part for us. Yep. Can't believe I still got to do them in category. Why can't we just do them all in one hit and be done? So much easier. But now we got to break it down. We got to break it down in categories. We got to do like this section be screen innovation, this section be this company, this section be that company. That's how we have to do it. Everything has to be separate. If we do it basically everybody all together, it doesn't have much of an impact. I got people on forum sites right now that are going to buy that technology when it launches. Imagine you spend $6,000 for a screen, almost $7,000, and you watch somebody do it for far better, for far less. What you going to do? Go out and just spend the money for a $6,000 screen again? Or are you going to buy from the person who did it better? So, gentlemen, this is where I tell you at the end of the day that it was never about you to begin with. You just got in the way of the truck, that's all. That's it. Our destination wasn't towards you. Our destination was to certified. And you'll notice in the next couple of weeks, we'll be talking about how superior our technology is to certified technology. That's where I'm going to be at. Yep. That's exactly where I'm going to be at. And it's only a matter of time before certified decides to buy me out. Oh, it's definitely coming. Definitely, trust me. Trust me, it's definitely coming. They can't sell their products unless we're out of the picture. So that means they're going to try to buy me out. Oh, look at a beautiful day today. Thanks, Wendy. Ooh, man. This is amazing. All their attention is on the mother of all screens. You do know I got a gaming technology coming out real soon, right? AdTech is going to be launching pretty soon for window applications. And I think it's a physical screen. Did you know AdTech can be screens too, right? We all have to figure out which one. Because, man, we got a lot of stuff we're working on. Yes, sirree. A lot of stuff. By the way, Mr. Rogers, or whatever you call yourself, you haven't completed the test on the sun killer you claim to have. We're past the 7-day mark. I haven't seen anything on it at all. Not a thing. As always, I'm used to it. You guys talk a lot. You don't back it up. Remember what you said on your... Be careful how you speak to people when you're on the YouTube. You said that I talk a lot of trash behind camera and I don't back it up. That's exactly what you just did. Now I know you guys are going to play a little ritual again. Oh, he's afraid to come near us because, again, it canceled the first time. That's it. Now had your opportunity. Opportunity was there for you 7 times. Sorry, 8 times. The other one, something like over 20. Doesn't make a difference what you say about this, that, and the other. You canceled out. That's all that matters. When my technology launches pretty soon, probably in about a month or so, or and you want to get on YouTube and you want to rant about how, we're afraid to come to your stuff, remember, cancellation. You did it already, remember? Okay then, that's the end of it. Doesn't make a difference what we develop. You have a cancellation, multiple cancellations. Don't need anything else from you. That's it. We're done. Besides, that whole black and white paint mixture you made, I'm going to make an upgrade version of it for us for testing because it's too easy for us. So we'll have to upgrade it and make it better. I'll put it against your product, your black and white paint, whatever, and take that out real quick, and then we'll use it against our own product for testing. Because your product is too weak. We have to make a better version for a challenge. And by the way, Danny, I can make your paint. The Series C? Oh, easy. You put water in that stuff. We know you do. I can see the problem it has, but I think you put oil in the last one because for some reason, even if you put water in paint and you stir it up, because I've seen painters do it sometimes if they don't want to spend the money, you drop water in it to try to make it thin out the paint, it still wouldn't have that bubble effect. That bubble effect would either be from 2 things, too much water, or basically just a little oil in there somewhere, and that's going to be causing the separation of the pigment powder you're dropping in there. That's why you require people to constantly stir it. Tell me if I haven't hit it yet. So your product basically is the same thing as Crow's. It's a black and white paint mixture, but your product basically has water in it to give it like a thin-like texture, so that way you can fool people to think it's like a skin-like or new kind of formula at the end of the day, when actually technically it's just water. It happens to be a signature of you guys. See, he did it in his video, and you did it in your video. Same reaction. When Crow pulled out the container and called himself basically having our product, it had the same bubble reaction as yours did. So actually, Crow just made your product online. You didn't notice it, but he just did. Guys are slow. You didn't see that. I saw it. I saw it crystal clear. That's how we know how your product is made. Look, I'm going to tell you something. I've been here for a long time. I watch people on forum sites drop water, all kinds of stuff in the paint. They try to make their own screen paints. I've seen just about every form of combination under the sun. What you did is what people were doing a long time ago. That's all. So, easy if I were to do the product, I would say roughly some black paint, pretty much a little bit of that silver mica you put in it, but I wouldn't put water to it, because if you put water in it, the problem you're going to have is it's going to cause it to basically stretch the silver, which means you're going to have a proper imbalance of silver and black, and that's going to cause it to turn gray. But I can make your stuff. We know how it's made. Now, the problem you're having, if you were able to just take water and black paint and put a little silver in that, it would have the same reaction as your product. But for some reason, you just say you want the Sherman-Williams, which makes your product over the counter. But anyway, you said you bought a pigment powder. I know what that pigment powder is. I looked it up. So the pigment powder that you're putting in would mix better if you put it in water. If you put it in water first, it would blend better. But if you put it in paint, then you really wouldn't see the reaction that too much. So I say your base is pretty much water and pigment powder. Because if you drop that in regular black paint, you wouldn't see it, and it wouldn't really have that thin coating to it. So your stuff is basically water and pigment, but I think you put a little Vaseline in there because something is causing it to separate. That's why it requires constant stirring. Did I hit that number yet? Yeah. See, pigment powder, you drop that into regular paint, it mixes well, but it makes no difference. But your base has to be thin in order for you to get that kind of thin texture to it. So I'm guessing you got water and pigment together. Then you're putting something in it to thicken it up a little bit. Some people use flour, you know that, to put flour to thicken up paint a little bit. Or there's a paint thickener you can actually buy to thicken it up also too. Now if I was going to make a better version of your product, easily, make a better version of yours. One of the things that when I did the demonstration, the black on black demonstration, I made four black paints to put against my product. I used the exact same thing you guys in your demonstration. One had white painted and black, one had mica and silver and black, different combinations, and none of them matched. The first thing people do when they try to develop black paint is they put a little silver or white paint in because they figure this is going to kick off the reaction of white levels, but it doesn't. Not at all. It doesn't work. You're so far behind, it's not even funny. The problem is your thin light coating, when it comes out, it's much like water. A lot of water in it. But the reason why it's not mixing too well is because you got something that's causing it to separate. You got oil there. A little bit of oil. That's just why it's not taking too well. It's streaking left and right all over the screen. And it's constantly changing colors as it's doing it because it's not mixing well. Your formula is fighting itself. That's the problem you're having. And then with that thin texture of so much water in it, that's the reason why the primer on the opposite side of the screen didn't work, because the little white spots were popping up. Those were gray. That was the actual primer pushing through. That's why you kept going back over the same surface multiple times. Look, when you paint a surface, unless the paint's very thin and it doesn't cover well, you're going to go over it multiple times. But if it has a thick coverage, you're going to hit it one time and you're done. That's it. The only time you're going to pass over is just to clean up the excess paint, because maybe you put down too much. But other than that, that's it. But you hit the same surface about 30 times, which means at the end of the day, your paint wasn't covering it well. And that's the reason why you removed the video, due to the fact that the video clearly showed that your product was having all kinds of complications, including the fact that that little bubbly effect, which is actually the gray paint pushing through, and telling customers if you paint the screen black and then paint it, you use less paint. What does that mean? Yep. Too many complications. Water paint. You got watercolors. That's what you have. You have water paint. That's why you couldn't let me get my hands on it. Because if I got my hands on it, we definitely would have figured out it was definitely water. You knew it. Well, here's the thing, the problem you have. There's a million of my kind. Just like me. And if I'm not going to do it, they're going to do it to your product. Easily. Don't think at the end of the day, because you don't ship something to me, that I'm the only one that thinks that way. Everybody on a forum site thinks that way. It literally tries to figure out what's in your product, to figure out how to make it themselves. That's why we don't see you on there. And as for the other one, well, this stuff is house paint. You've already seen that one already. On camera. I'm hoping that he brings back the video with the red hoodie. I would love to see that one. Oh, I forgot. I was supposed to make a request for that one. Yeah, I'm going to make a request. I want to see that video again. And undeleted. I don't care if you don't post it to your website, because I know you can't do that. But I definitely want to see it. I want to watch that thing again. That video was freaking hilarious. Lied on camera. Was making false accusations about his landlord having him paint 7 units in 2 hours. Boy, that is one magic paint sprayer. That is a magic paint sprayer. I bet you if you rub the side of the container, you probably get 3 wishes. Lying, because he was stuck. Couldn't do anything. He was stuck on the video. He couldn't do anything. His product was matching house paint. He was in a bad situation. So the only thing he was thinking about in that situation was, let's try to change the topic to something else, and that's what he was doing. Yep. So, yeah, that's why a lot of people don't want to go on live and do demonstrations. Because you do demonstrations on live and you mess up, that's you. Do enough push-ups, they move. When I talk, my chest moves back and forth, right? And they looking at me shaking their head. You do enough push-ups, they move. Yeah. Get there and lift weights every day. Do push-ups every freaking day. Every freaking day. They'll move. Yep. Like, oh shoot, these suckers are moving. But anyway, I can't do like my the Marine. I can't do what he does. He's a different story. He got that freaking what's that guy name? The big guy. Man. Terry Crews. You got the Terry Crews. Indeed. You make him dance to music. Yeah. Freaking hawk. Anyway, so yeah. Yep, siree. So basically, for them, their best defense is to go in and try to debunk all my test demonstrations, saying that they're fake and not real. So that way, people don't request for them to do the test themselves. I already know your strategy right from the door. That's why Jamie has been going behind our videos and basically trying to make my white t-shirts seem as brighter than my screen and darkening my screen. That's why I waited, gave you plenty of time to hang yourself and say, hey, look, let's put my t-shirt against the screen, see if it matches. Yeah, embarrassed you, didn't I? Yes, I did. Mind, all that's documented. I told you, got somebody watching your channel. All that's documented, recorded. Gee whiz, man. I got so much evidence on this guy. I can sue him like 6, 7 years down the line and still hit him. I got so much on him, it's not even funny. It just keeps it going, which is good. I can sue you while you're in jail. Literally. You make it so easy. Most people know when to stop, but this one at the end of the day, man. It's like you're the kind of person that if someone tells you there's quicksand over there, you would literally grab a safe off a shelf and walk in that direction. And we just sit back and like, look at this idiot. Man, I told him there's quicksand over there. What did he do? He grabbed that heavy safe and he walked in that direction over there. Where's he at? Well, he's going now. Man. Might do a little walking. Ooh, what the freak are they operating over there? Machinery, large machinery. I wonder what that is over there in that far end. I was over there, there's nothing but machinery. What do they do over there? No, I gotta know. But anyway, yeah, we know that's your strategy plan. Only problem with that strategy plan, Mr. Fernando, my screen is going to be in a lot of places and a lot of people are going to have that product. So what it's going to make you look like a whole hater if my products haven't already. Remember the dedicated Cinemax? The one you kept screaming and yelling about? The one that popped up in all those different places, been on site here and there? That made you like an idiot, didn't it? There you go. You're a whole hater. You're like, remember Spawn? Remember the demon in Spawn that was doing the whole cheerleader? So he's my man. If he can't do it, nobody. It's you. That's literally you all day long. You, Wake, and McAfee, or Wake, whatever he calls himself, and Danny Rogers. That's you all day long, doing your little cheers. Yay, team! Yeah. Look, man, your little apartment and black paint samples and all that stuff, trying to make ourselves look bad, it's been done to death. Everybody knows. Only people that support you are haters. Those are the only ones that support you. Your fans already know. That's why they don't buy your product. And then you sat in that dark environment talking about customers test before ship out. Do you know what a customer test look like before ship out? Go to my site, Jamie, when you have time, and you type in customer screen before ship out and witness how it's done. In the dark. This man was in the dark. Testing customer screen before ship out. That's no test at the end of the day. What if customer turns on light, then what happens? Don't you got a ship back policy? Yeah, you have to test that on the YouTube Live. Can't wait to see one of them. I might dig one of yours up and see if I can find it. Probably sitting in the dark. That's the most embarrassing thing I've ever seen in my entire life. Sitting in the dark, talking about the customer screen before it ship out. You joke at the end of the day. That's why people laugh at your own forum sites. That is a joke. I swear, if that was, and you didn't have a customer, by the way. No. That was him lying, again, on camera, making a claim to have a customer, again, that didn't exist, just much like you did when you sat up on the bed and you made claim that you had moved. Why don't you go pass down that road? Man, you better do anything. And for those you don't know that, yeah, this joker sat up there on his bed and said, I moved to a new place, and had a nerve to look around in the same environment. You've been there since how long? Your kids literally grew up in that apartment. At least I've been in multiple houses. Been in multiple houses. You've been in the same place for how long? And if you sit there and say, well, you won't show, no, we won't show anybody where I live at. You know why? Because you show tendencies of stalking. That's why I got criminal charges on you for stalking me. Everybody watch you post addresses right on your own business page. So who the freak would give you their information? Your customers won't even give you information. They don't even trust you. Nah. You're a stalker, man. But anyway, that's the reason why you don't know where I live at, creepy. But you, on the other hand, you fake the move. And I'm going to tell you something. Every place I move to, I can show you the demonstration showing you, hey, we just moved. This is where we're going to. Got the house all packed up. This is the place we moved into. I got this videos on YouTube showing every place I moved to. But you, on the other hand, you sitting up on a bed with the camera talking about we just moved. You know, I can't show you everything because we got boxes all over the place. Really? Really? The only people that don't show where they move at, unless they're being stalked by some creepy, I would say, yeah, you're a bit of a pedophile. I say that much. I'll tell you why. You take pictures of my butt. You got pictures. He got and by the way, we went back and checked the video. No, nothing like that happened. He put that in there. Creepy, creepy guy. Told you. Making puppets of people. Stuff like that. Weirdo stuff. Weirdo stuff. Weirdo. But anyway, I'm the one with the criminal charges for you for cyber stalking. Yeah, that's the only reason why you don't know where my new place is at. Because you're creepy. Got your little boyfriend sending letters to my spot, my shop. They don't go there no more. They get to redirect to the FBI now. Creepy stuff. Little letters and stuff in the mail. Weird stuff. Creepy, creepy guy. Little creepy friends that hang around with them. So you creepy and your friends are creepy. Because they do the same thing. Tell me if you ever seen any one of my customers send you anything to your house. None of them. Not one. I didn't make any puppet people. None of them. Not one. Because my customers have common sense. I work with people at the end of the day that have common sense. You, on the other hand, yeah. Those your friends, associates, what are they? Because they creepy. Williams is creepy. Danny does creepy stuff. Danny took my face and put it on a picture of a cat. When I put my face on a cat, that's creepy. Very creepy. And it's funny because when I was over there, they were scanning his pictures into the police computer. The woman came back and said, yo, this guy is really disturbed. They consider you to be a disturbed individual. You're creepy. But, long story short, you lied. You didn't move. Got on camera and lied. Yeah, I just moved here, so and so and so. Other than that, people who basically don't have creepy people following them show off their place. They do a walkthrough. Even college kids do walkthroughs. And you mean to tell me you just moved? You couldn't get up off the bed and walk into the kitchen and show, oh, we got who doesn't have boxes all over the place when they move? Everybody does. But the reason why you couldn't show it off because you didn't go anywhere. You were in the same spot the entire time. And they had a nerve to send me an email saying, oh, don't bother sending down the paint. Don't bother getting a lawyer. I moved. Who else did you send that letter to? Guarantee you sent it to a couple probably government agencies. Let me tell you about government agencies, Mr. Fernando. You don't understand. They will come to your residency. That's what they will do. And knock on your door, just like that process server did. They will come there to make sure that you're not there. And then once you're not there, they will go through the proper procedures of tracking your whereabouts. That's what will happen. So don't try it with them. It ain't going to happen. So I'm looking up in this video. I got the video. I got the actual video before you put it in members only. And I look at the wall and I go, wait a minute. The wall looks familiar. I've seen that wall before. It's the wall you did when you did the video called The Benefits of a Gray Screen versus a White Screen. It's a motorized projector screen that had 2 lamps on each side. This video deleted off his account. We got it on our account right now. And I said, that's the same wall from the video. Because I remember the lights on each side. And then I looked over and I saw screw holes. I said, oh, this joker in the same spot. He didn't go anywhere. He's lying. Yeah, Mr. Fernando, because since you never moved before only to that one spot, that's an obvious place to see 2 holes in the wall. Right there. Now, usually, most times when someone's trying to hide holes or something, it'd be something like in a closet, somewhere weird, you know what I mean? You would never go to look at. But where yours was at was like super obvious. And you could tell where the screws were pulled out freshly because you can see that volcano effect. You know, where the plaster rises up with the screws. That's what I saw. So I sat there and said, he's in the same spot. He didn't even go anywhere. And sure enough, when I said that, I said, let's go back to the video. There's 2 holes in the wall that you can clearly see that whatever was there, he moved the pictures out and slid the bit up there to make it look like he moved. sure enough, when we go back to the video, it's marked members only. Lock the video. But I got a recording of the whole thing before you got rid of it. So we can watch it anytime we want. If you lying about how you moved. Now, if you're going to lie about that, of course you're going to lie about anything. If you lied about the pain, you lie about everything. You're going to lie about anything you want. So you're not to be trusted, Mr. Fernando. You are a liar. Oh, man. It's nice out here. Well, gentlemen, the reason why I laugh at this whole entire situation, you know why why we don't take you seriously or consider you to be professionals? Because at the end of the day, you're your worst enemy. You are your worst enemy. I don't have to do much to you. I just sit back and watch you self-destruct. That's it. Some people are just made to self-destruct. That's what you are. If you think I'm the only one, at the end of the day, they don't see your nonsense. Everybody sees your crap. Everybody sees your bull crap. Everybody. By you cutting all these corners, you have canceled yourself. Where can you go to sell your product right now? Honestly. Can you go to an expo? You don't even have the paperwork for an expo. You're not even licensed. I know that for a fact you don't have a license in the state of California. Your LLC is basically in a delinquent stage. So, yeah. What can you do? Oh, man, nothing. Yep. Sir. I'm gonna do a walk. Might as well. Get a little exercise in real quick. Yep. For me, gentlemen, I got testing to do. You can watch my testing. And your customers, well, you don't have any customers, but you did have some. They did pop up. They're going to ask you to do the same as us. What are you going to say to them? Oh, his demonstrations are real. That's fake. He's using camera tricks. This, that, and the other. Blah, 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 blah. You say that a lot, don't you? But here's the thing. If a company is going to back itself up against another company, they don't say camera tricks and all that stuff. You know why? That can get you sued. That's why. Like say, if I'm making this amazing cookie, right? And I'm going against Chip Ahoy, right? And I say, don't buy Chip Ahoy because there's cocaine in their cookies. And that's not true. I actually said that so I can discourage the company from buying from them. And Chip Ahoy finds out and says, wait, they said what? They can take me to court and they can sue me on that. Because it's a defamation lawsuit, which means you can't do that. I'm trying to left or right, woman. So, again, like I said before, you can't make up stuff because it's basically in court. It's considered to be hearsay. And if it's hearsay, that means you're liable to a lawsuit. That's what happens. So you have to back it up that you actually happened. Now, what most companies will do is try to figure out how they did it without basically hitting any one of those patents that are sitting on top of one of these cookies. And if they can't figure out how to do it, then they'll have somebody buy it, bring it over, they'll taste it and go, huh, all right. But they bring it to the people who basically develop their technology and say, I need you to make something better than this because it's killing us right now. That's what companies do. That's what they do. And these guys get in there and they figure out how to make a cookie better than the cookie that Chip Ahoy put out. And then when they figure it out, then they don't make the exact same thing. Trust me, it'll get you in a lot of trouble. They try to make something better. And then when they figure it out, they start the commercial, blah, 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 so, lock it all in. That's what they do. Not you idiots. You idiots come on there and you basically try to tear down the demonstrations we do, and you don't even back up that your product even works to begin with. What was it? Series C or whatever that mess was? Sitting by a window? Really? That's it? That's all you had? A window? I could take it outside at 1,000 lumens and make it look like a TV. That's it? That's all you got is a window? There's no windows where I'm at. Not one. I'm outside. You're sitting there pointing blinds up at the ceiling and giving us some stupid freaking theory that that's the light bouncing off the ceiling. You'll get out of here with that dumb nonsense. There is no ceilings where I work at out there. I can drop it at 1,000. 720p, 600 by 800, and that thing will look just like a TV. It'll pull contrast level outside with no problem. It's white levels and the colors are absolutely immaculate at only 10%. And you're getting all hyped up over some demonstration. Are you kidding me? Outside. I'm sorry, inside, next to a window. Let me get my hands on that product. I'll show you how to test it. Yeah, funny. It's the light bouncing off the ceiling and sprinkling through the environment. Yes, like fairy dust. No, should have supposed to have the blinds open because they're supposed to have direct contact with the screen. Now, after they got it wrong, because I told them they did it wrong, they turned around and do another demonstration, and this time they put the screen next to the window, which you should have did the first time. But you were trying to get around and do something sneaky, and I busted what you wanted. So the next video they did, they stuck the screen right next to the window. Why didn't you do that the first time? Yeah, because you were trying to get around stuff, that's why. Now, how come we don't see that screen outside? Because the one I saw is out in the dark, nighttime. And the other thing I saw too is when you rolled it onto the front and rear, I can see a spotty white surface that's pushing through to the other side, which means the surface isn't colored correctly. It has a kind of a spotty off look to it. Like you rolled over it with a roller, which you should have never did. Still waiting for this rear. Are you going? Sat there and said, "Don't leave me in the room." So, yeah, not enough text. Look at the grass running. Woohoo! Not enough text. I can't wait. That's why there's challenges on all the tests. You have to match or better every single one of them. If your product's better, then you can beat them, that's all. Every single one of them. Just did one today. Get cracking, Jackson. You got work to do. And you still got the test runs to do too, but you're late. You're still behind. If in your channel, you can see Jack. Friends have been to your channel, they don't see Jack. All I see is a bunch of crying. That's all I see on your channels. Cry. Hey, Jamie, how about you make a black paint so I can have something to crush this week? Make a black paint. Come on, man. Try it. See if you can do it. I gave you permission to make my product twice. Here. I'm going to do a big one. I'm going to give you permission to make my product again so I can embarrass you again. If you lose on this, I'm going to ship you down so much great paint to make your head pop. Nah, I'm just playing with them. We don't have time to do that. You already failed twice already. We're done with that. Get mad about that. Come on, man. You don't want to do videos. Tell me how you can make my product. Sad thing is that you market it so low that you can't even afford to make it. Yep. He's been doing that since the 7s. He's been doing those demonstrations. Question, has it stopped my business in any way? Nothing happened, right? Customers are still ordering from us. Okay then. The effort was for nothing. I should never do it again. You know what? Forget it. I need a laugh. When I get done this, make 2 requests. 1, I want to see that video with you in a red hoodie again. Because I wish I would have recorded it when you were talking. That thing was hilarious. I'm gonna see if I can make my paint. So we'll give you permission again to make it again. And by the way, can you ship me my black paint? I got testing to do. I want you to make my black paint, and I want 10 tests completed with it. That's what I want. If you're gonna call yourself making my product, just pouring out some black paint ain't enough. I want all 10 tests. I'll pick out the ones I want. You'll complete it. They don't want to do it. You know why? Because he can't do it. It's more embarrassing for him. Giving you permission to make it. I want 10 tests with it. That's all. Give me my 10 tests. That's all you got to do. What am I going to do your paint? Buy a high-powered, expensive projector, stick it in a dark environment. It's done. That's it? Oh, that's easy. Even the digital crystal stream paint didn't sit in that dark. So that's what I want. I want 10 tests done. The ones I want is 1,000 lumens, 16 feet, fully lit environment. You have to be to pick up a level between a white surface and everyday black paint. You have to show a perfect color balance. I want to see this with the lights off, lights on demonstration. I want several ultra short demonstrations, not with your projector. Go pick up a 720p unit with a 4001 contrast. Take it outside, get it done. What's the other one I want? Oh, yeah, that's the other one. Black level test. Black versus black. I want at least about 5 of those completed. I want black paint, black fabric, the whole 9 yards, everything. Let's see what else I want. Let me see. They don't got venues. We get to buy a venue now. Got to do the venue demonstrations. I need a screen size roughly about 180 inches. Yeah, you're gonna need to get that done. You got 235.1? You don't got that either? Well, forget that. You ain't got that. Let's move on. You're lucky I ain't asking for rear projection. Could be worse than that because you can't do rear for jack. So I could be requesting that. Let me see. Oh, and certified. I definitely want certified. I'm certified, so I want to see this with color levels, white levels, contrast levels, fully lit environments, lights off. Oh, she's gonna do more than 10. Definitely gonna hit more than 10. Let's make it 30, because you're gonna go way beyond 10. The certifieds require more. They got ultra short, those certifieds, you gotta do those. The elite ceiling light rejection, there were like 5 of them suckers in their group. We had to do all of them. Vivid Storm had their own. We had to do theirs too. Yeah, you're gonna have to do all those. So you're over the 10 mark. You'll be around roughly about 30, 40 maybe in. Yeah, because you'll have to repeat all the demonstrations that were inside. You got to do them outside and make sure the product functions outside too. But you can't take the certifieds out there or you get sued. Unless you got the ones that are actually made for outside, like the Yardmaster. Or you got the white level test to do the low lumens. Yeah. So how come we can't find any tests on the products? Because pretty much basically the tests that I just named off, you should have had them done already. I wonder if that was the sun? Or am I dying? Oh, we didn't bring any charge units. Let me see something for a minute. Oh, we died. Oh well. I think we died. Yeah, we died. It gets funnier and funnier. All right, so let me show you something real quick. I'm gonna put y'all right here for a minute. Got to get my stand. I think my cat's behind me. So I love it when people think they know stuff at the end of the day and don't know stuff. Your cease and desist order ended up in my junk mail, Mr. Parker. Let me explain something to you. Number one, cease and desist orders don't come from the person who sent them. They come from an attorney. That's where they come from. I can show you 2 of them. One from Screen Innovation and the other one that we sent out to Jamie. which is from an attorney. They send them out. You don't send them at all, period. It would come from the attorney who's sending it, not you. You wouldn't be the one sending it at all, period. These really dumb ideas that you think use this for other people. But again, like I said, I've had attorneys send me cease and desist orders against other screens. I know what they look like. It would start with their name and all that and so forth, but I'll show you what they really look like. So let's get the one from Black Diamond. Let me see. I tell you, these guys just get dumber and dumber. It's like I just got finished having this conversation about the dumb stuff that they do. Not you. Cat's always doing something crazy. It's in the dormant rock. He's trying to get out. All right, so, Mr. Parker, let me tell you, and thank you for putting your whole full name on there because we needed that too. Now, keep in mind, you broke several different rules, so basically we can hit you with lawsuits right from the door. Number one, you put my face on a cat. That's defamation right there from the door. Number two, you made false statements that you had my product and put my label up there claiming that to be my product in a video. Yeah, go ahead. I'll sue the daylights out of you for that one too, also too. And then you claim to walk around in your yard claiming that I canceled from you and called me some puss and whatever nonsense after that, making false accusations about my business that weren't true. The countable, multiple demonstrations you claim to have a phantom technology you claim to basically pass on. Yeah, I'm not the one to play with. But anyway, your cease and desist order is fake like. And I'll show you the one from Screen Innovation was sent to us. But you don't send one yourself. You get an attorney, they send them. And how many times did you use my company's name, the Black Phantom? You said my product was this. You made statements about your products. So I'm willing to challenge your range gain. I don't think you are, because it's fake. It's not real. You have no videos backing it up yet you're selling something. This guy here. You're linked into all this stuff, right? Everything that they do, you're linked by associate. Yeah. 800 number there. Guess what? Your attorney never reached out and contacted me. 800 number. Call me anytime. Email. Never call me. Yeah, fake and phony. At the end of the day, trying to use scare tactics. Do you want scare tactics? I'll show you some scare tactics. Not even scare tactics. I'll basically drop some paperwork and send some real documents to your front door. Yeah, try to use scare tactics. I got all kinds of stuff on you. You know that? Stuff that can get you in trouble for a long, long time. So I have so many cancellations on you. Did I like you removed in your state? Everybody saw you removed in state. Okay then. What you crying about? Liar, liar. Because you know what it is in the world. And then when somebody hits them, oh, poor me. Poor me to talk to him. I'm not accusations about my company that we can't. I had to get it off the whatchamacallit. Ain't nobody paying that no mind. Ended up in my junk mail. Fake document. And then had the document in the PDF. Okay. Nah, buddy, you're just doing it wrong. It's in a PDF. So when your document came over, my security for my mail looked at it as basically potential hazardous, and that's why it blocked it from the door. It's not real. That's why. On top of that, here's the thing. It also would have came by certified mail too, which I have not received. That email is older. It's been there for like a couple of weeks or so. Yeah, it's been there for a while. So we should have got a certified mail letter by now. You know, like the one I sent to Jamie when I requested my paint. So we didn't get any of that. So what happened there? What happened there? I'm going to send this over and scare him. Yeah, buddy. The only problem is I've been in business for a long time. I know what these documents look like when they come over. I've seen them before. There's nothing new. I know exactly what they look like. First things first, they would have never hit my junk mail. This is Screen Innovations document that came over. So this is theirs right here. Let's put this up for you. This is the one I got from them. This is the email telling us that the product had potential. Something that you guys don't get at the end of the day because they don't even recognize your existence, but they recognized us. There you go. See all that right there? There you go. That right there. And said we are interested in looking into your product. Did you get that from any chance by any big companies? No, at all. Because they don't acknowledge your existence because they know your stuff is trash. Right there. Now, if I wanted to, I could have sold out right there on the spot. And none of this stuff would have ever existed, ever. Yep, just like that. So let me get this straight at the end of the day. Who has more knowledge, Screen Innovation or these guys? I think it would be Screen Innovation. They would have more knowledge. So they would know a product if it had potential. Seems to have potential. Let me know when you're ready to continue the discussion. Yeah, you guys don't get contacted. We do. I've had done business with Seymour AV. I actually met the owner. He's a real nice guy too at the end of the day. That is one person I wouldn't mind developing technology for, to tell you the truth. He was a real cool guy. I like him. But anyway, here we go. So this right here is what we would have received. This is an actual crease and desist order. This is what they look like. See how professional that looks? Yeah. This is what it would look like. It would have, this came by certified mail. Jamie, did I email you your document? I didn't, did I? How did you get your document? It was mailed to you, wasn't it? By certified mail, wasn't it? There you go. So you sent me an email that crease and desist. That's what you sent me? You know, crease and desist is a warning. So it has to be certified mail. It has to be from an attorney so this can have weight in court. Sending me by email and having it pop up in my junk mail isn't exactly the real deal. It's a scare tactic that you try to do to get me to scare me. The problem is, Mr. Danny Rogers, or whatever you want to call yourself at the end of the day, I've been in the business longer than you have. You're a noob compared to what I am at the end of the day. You don't know anything about business. If you did, you wouldn't have sent me that dumb nonsense. This is what you send over. This is what it would have looked like. And the reason why you can't send it over, it doesn't even have your address on it. Doesn't even have a lawyer's address on it. It's nothing on it. Yeah. Gee whiz Louise. You didn't know that Screen Innovation sent this letter. Yeah, he sent this letter like their products. That's why I said that's professional, but that's why I say I don't have nothing against their product. They make good products. They do. I got one of those, but I know they make good products at the end of the day. Now, am I fear their company? No, I don't fear their company at the end of the day. Because I know I didn't do anything wrong, but I just sat there and said that later, the letter's going to benefit me, and it did. It benefit me in so many ways it's not even funny. Yeah, it's dumb. Oh my goodness. Literally sent that. My buddy's an attorney. I'm going to tell him this one. He's going to cry laughing. He sent it by what? Who the freak sent that letter? What attorney? Yeah, he's going to dig into who's the attorney who sent it. An attorney sent it. He sent it. Same thing he sent over when he basically tried to curse me out, tell you to slap me with a lawsuit and blah, blah this and blah, blah that. Yeah, How long was that? A couple years back? Yeah. That's that privilege nonsense at the end of the day. There you go. This is Jamie's right here. This is the one that was sent to Jamie. See that document right there, Jamie? That was sent to you, right? And this is the address. I tell you, it's his family member's address. He didn't even use his own address. He used his family member's address. How much of a dog he is. That's what it was sent to. There it is. Crease and desist. It was sent to him. We don't email these out. They're sent to you. This is a draft. So they send me a draft. I'll look over top of it. I decide what I want to change on it. Everything's good. I give the okay and they send it out. See? Bum, bum, bum. Copyright. See right there? Crystal Edge Technology screen. You see how that works? You see how that works? That's how you do it. See right there. On the behalf of Kenneth Bird, right here it says right here, to avoid any necessary legal in this matter. See, demands is made that you respond to this letter, which you never respond to the letter. And that's why, Jamie, when we take you to court, we're going to show the judge that we sent you out one of these letters to stay away from our copyrights. We can show clearly after this and beyond this date, you continue to tamper with our copyrights, which means it's going to cost you. And mind you, Jamie, this is bad. This is around roughly, if we sue you for $1 million, this is good for you. Because roughly you did 18 accounts of touching our copyrights without our permission. So that means I can sue you for $250,000 per offense with an additional 5 years in jail for each time you touch one of the copyrights. But yeah, an attorney reached out to him right there. So that's my attorney that reached out to him. That was the cease and desist order that was sent over to Fernando, explaining to him not to touch the copyrights because they are basically legit. And the judge is going to say, and Mr. Fernando, did you continue to touch Mr. Bird's copyrights without his permission? And he's going to say, no, I didn't. Yes, you did. Because here's from his website, constantly touching our stuff, using it. We had to have a process server go to his front door. Yeah. Good luck on that, Mr. Fernando. You're going to jail. And I got plenty of time to prosecute you. Because you kept using the copyrights over and over again. Now, see, since 2016... if you didn't, let me see, was 2016? Yeah, business. No, sorry. They're talking about they've been in business. I've been in business since 2016. That's me. I've been in business since 2016 for Crystal Edge. So these are still fresh. Very, very fresh. But you keep doing it over and over again, so guess what? Yeah. So we're going to show this to a judge that we sent this to you. Then we're going to show proof that you kept on doing it. We had to have the CCB get involved. And this is going to take you to federal court, my friend, where you're going to owe me $250,000 times 19. You add it up. It's more than $1 million. So the fact that if I sue you for $1 million flat, you're lucky. But you're still going to get the jail time. Because I want to make sure the judge gives you a minimum of 30 years in jail. And that's what we want without parole. To satisfy my company. Yep, but he was sent one. And he used his family's address to try to avoid it. Same person I told you sat up there and lied and said he moved. Used his own family member's address. Pretty sure they were pretty shocked to have something come to their front door. Like, what the frick is this all about? And they saw your name. They're probably used to your nonsense from the door. Probably used to you doing dirty stuff. Yeah, for Crystal Edge Technology screens. Let's go to the other part of it. That's the other part of it, the other half of it. That signs off when the attorneys sign off. There's me right there. That's the attorneys signing off there. That's the law group involved. There's the rest of it right there. This letter is extended on the behalf of Kenneth Bird and is for the settlement purpose only, Let's see what it says. It especially explains here that if he uses this for his own benefits, they'll sue him. Okay, here it says right here. Please be aware that this letter is copyrighted by our law firm, and you are not authorized to publish this in any manner. Use of this letter and any posting by you in full or in part either. Physically, or electronically, will subject you to further cause of action, which means they would sue him if he used the letter. That's why Jamie couldn't post the letter. And if he did and we find it, guess what? We'll contact them. You got a lawsuit on your hands. So yes, Jamie was sent a document telling him to stay away from the copyrights, and he continued to do so. This will be used against him in federal court. And by the way, Mr. Rogers, whatever you want to call yourself, Danny, Parker, Kelly, whatever you want to call yourself at the end of the day, this is what they look like when you send them out. You don't send them out, the attorney sends them out. And since my number is an 800 number, they would have no problem contacting me or reaching out to me. As a matter of fact, I had my real number up there for the longest time, and still no one called my number. And I told you to have your attorneys call me in 2 weeks, and nobody called. And then you send me some dinky letter like that. Of course, the system recognized it as a fail, as spam, and threw it in a spam folder. You guys are idiots. This is why I call you idiots. And people go in there and say, oh, don't be mean. Don't call. You're idiots. You are literally freaking idiots. You think I'm dumb enough to look at that and say, oh, that's a real phone. I better back down. That's the same dumb nonsense when you guys sent me email claiming to be from Screen Intervention, Screen and Event, get the name, SL Screens, for a better way. SL Screens and from Daylight Screen. Why the freak would Daylight be contacting me saying to remove all videos involving their screens and then include Diamond into it? They have their own attorneys. As you can see, they have their own legal team. So why in the world would they basically be involved in that? They'll let Diamond handle Diamond. If Diamond can do his own business, why would they do that? They mentioned two people at the same time to try to make me pull down the videos because it was making them look bad, because people want you to do the same test too. Now you see the level of idiocy I told you at the end of the day, of jealousy, because our technology is far better and their products are not doing what they're supposed to be doing, because people want you to do our tests and our demonstrations at the end of the day, and that's what you're going to do. All your little scare tactics don't work. Stop being lazy, stop crying and whining, and get to work. Unbelievable. Crybabies. Oh, let me show you this hot mess. We're not going to open up the folder because they weren't to open the folder. Could be a virus attached to it. This is where it popped up at. Show you where it's at. Here it is. Popped up in junk mail. And it's got his name on it. Look at the big high importance to tell them to stay away from it. It even put a block on the notice. When it came over, put a block on it. So your PDF that came over, they recognized it as spam, as a virus. They put a block on it, and then they turned around and put it as a high priority. Don't go near this at all, period. And it's sitting in my junk mail. Now, if that was a real letter from an attorney, first things first, I got an 800 number. They would have called me and reached out to me. They would have reached out to me the entire time. When my real number was sitting up there, they could contact me anytime they wanted to. No one I even told you to have them contact me. No one reached out to me. And then after all that, no letters ever came to the place at the house. It came here to the apartment, didn't come here over to, nothing at the apartment, nothing over at the garage, nothing at the, we can't find the other place because you don't know where it's at. But nothing came here. That's your bullcrap tactics at the end of the day to try to scare people. You want to be scared at the end of the day? I'll drag you in court and sign some papers for you today if you want. That's what we just sent to Jamie. I'll send you with a real cease and desist order. But Sephora, I'm not sending you one at all, period. I'm going to drag you into court. I'm going to sue the daylights out of you. You made claims, you and McAfee, that the product that you had in the container was something called our phantom technology. You claimed that it came up too dark and it was unwatchable and splattered this all over your website, making false accusations against my company's products. I'm going to sue you in court for $1 million for that. And I got the videos and everything to back it up. Both of you in the videos claiming, showed in a container with our label attached to it, claiming to be our product. Also, too, you walk in the backyard claiming that I canceled out, which means I'm going to request those documents in court. So if you don't have that, you're getting sued for $1 million, buddy boy. And since y'all did fresh videos already, well, guess what? You refreshed everything all over again. And well, by the way, McAfee, I'm suing you for that too. Gee, can we not get any more stupid talk? We just come. See, that tells you right there, people from the door. The mother of all screens terrifies. It terrifies them. The mother of all screens scares them. They're terrified of it. Because their products don't work. And right now, I guarantee you, if you do have a fan base, whatever's left over it, they're talking about that screen. You're tired of hearing about it. That's what you're afraid of. Good. I know I'm making an impact. That just let me know you're afraid. Next time, send me the real one over. Not this joke. I'm right in the trash where it belongs. And yes, I got access to my trash folders to bring it back up if I want. But I threw it in the trash. That's my response back to you. Send me a real one next time. You got my 800 number, call me. You got 2 days. If not, basically, I start pressing buttons on you legal-wise. Jeez Louise, my goodness. They're scared of that screen paint that much? They're trying to use fake tactics? See what I mean? Scared. Scared. Are you going to what? Sue me and say, hey, he said the Series C was gray. Really? It is gray. We just watched it in the demonstration. We literally all saw it in the demonstration. That the product took forever to paint and it was streaking. Saw that too. We saw you delete the video. I got copies of all your videos. Any statement you make, I got copies of everything you say. He said I canceled out. Got that too. He said I removed the entire stick. Got that too. What else you got? So where's my cancellations that you said that you got for me? See, that's the thing about you, Danny. You can't go on and do stuff to other people, and then when it comes back to hit you in the face, all of a sudden you want to say, "Oh, I'm gonna sue you for this." No, you can't do that at all. Period. It don't work that way. Doesn't work that way. I have never said that we had your product over here. No, we said we tried to buy your product and you canceled out. So at the end of the day, whose fault is that? That is your fault at the end of the day. Not my fault, your fault. You're responsible for that. So you got to take care of that yourself. All right, I got to take care of some business. Thank you all. God bless.